Hi guys, welcome to QuickTube. Today we're going to look at Season 2, Episode 1 of Girl from Nowhere. The story begins with Nano joining a new school. As soon as she introduces herself, she sparks the interest of a playboy, Nanai. He's the school's head boy and a popular student. But he has a reputation of sleeping with most of the girls in the school, and getting them pregnant. Though Nano gets warned about him by her classmate, she doesn't seem to care about it. They soon become the talk of the school when they flirt with each other. And they end up becoming a couple. Many students make bets on how long it'll take Nanai to get Nano laid. One day Nano encounters another student, Petch, who got pregnant by Nanai. Though most of Nanai's past flirts get an abortion, Petch decided to keep the baby. She informs Nano that people are betting on her, and that she didn't want her to be a victim too. Nano replies by saying,
ถ้าเธอคิดว่าเธอเป็นเหยื่อเธอก็จะเป็นเหยื่อนะ
Soon Nano and Nanai do the deed. The next day students gather and see who won the bet. The person who guessed the closest, on how long it took Nanai to get Nano to sleep with him, wins. Right then Nano appears. Unexpectedly, Nano was chill about the betting. She takes a seat and looks at the guesses. Though the other students were awkward and uneasy about the situation, they sat and looked at her as she proceeded. Then she chooses one that specifically says, 3 days, 3 hours, 3 minutes. To everyone's shock, that was the exact timing, and Nano was the one who bet. Nano takes all the bet money happily, and on the way she mocks Nanai, saying she can be a player too, hurting Nanai's ego. As time goes by Nanai starts to feel weird. He gets morning sickness, keeps vomiting, and doesn't get aroused. Frustrated, he breaks up with Nano. Nano pleads to not break up, but he leaves her with no remorse as she cries. However, as soon as he turns, Nano gives her iconic evil laugh. Nano is a savage. She mocks him.
ตกใจอะไรอะผู้หญิงที่ผ่านมานั้นนะก็ทำกันแบบนี้ทั้งนั้นไม่ใช่หรอขอโทษนะขนาดน้องไม่เคยรู้สึกอะไรเลยอะ
Nanai's symptoms gets worse. His stomach starts to get abnormally big, and when he tries to sleep with others he couldn't, as they run away after seeing him. At home and at school he feels sick eating certain food that he'd usually eat. When he goes to check with a doctor, he is informed that he's pregnant. Nanai is shook, and denies this. But couldn't change the reality of what's happening to him. Everyone gets to know something is wrong with him. He becomes the talk of the school. Though his friend is worried, and tries to approach Nanai, he blasts at him and runs away, which is recorded by Nano. Nanai gets nightmares about all the girls he had betrayed and cheated on. To make it even worse, his parents gives him money and kicks him out, telling him to not return until he fixes this. Angry, Nanai points out at his father saying that he also got his secretary pregnant, and made her get an abortion, but he didn't say anything about that. Now Nanai lives alone and struggles with his pregnancy. He cries and tries to take pills to no avenge. Then suddenly he gets a knock on his door. Someone anonymous leaves him a postcard that says, the person who got him pregnant is the person he last slept with. Nanai then rushes and finds Nano. He asks Nano what she had done to him, but Nano gives him his own medicine.
เราก็แค่เล่นสนุกกัน
On the way he sees Petch. He apologizes for what he had done to her, now that he has experienced what she had gone through. To Nanai's surprise, Petch forgives him, and tells him that they both were wrong back then and that she's okay with the decision she chose. Both of them have a peaceful hug. Petch wishes crying Nanai good luck and leaves. In the next scene we're shown Petch going into the labor room. Nanai on the other hand tries aborting at the hospital but Nano suddenly appears laughing at his face, which leads to Nanai fainting. Nanai then wakes up to see that he'd given birth to a daughter instead of an abortion. He tries killing the child but then he couldn't. He cries and feeds the baby instead. Whilst he's feeding he hears a knock at the door. He opens to see Nano. Nanai apologizes and asks Nano to stay with him. Nano rejects and says she just came to visit. She gives Nanai a gift and leaves as he pleads. But right then Nano finds a photo lying in front of her. More than that she sees photos scattered. She follows them, leading her to the balcony. See you soon.